Hello students, today we will discuss topic computer networks. Now do you know what is computer network? It is nothing but a collection of interconnected autonomous computers. Now in this computer network we will discuss about the data link layer in computer networks. Now let us see data link layer design issues. Now how data link layer is, there are 7 layers in the OSI model. OSI model is a basic model which is also called as a universal model, which is used in computer networks. So there are 7 layers in the OSI model. So the first layer is a physical layer, second layer is a data link layer, third layer is a network layer, fourth layer is a transport layer, fifth is the session layer. As you can see, fifth is the session layer, sixth is the presentation layer, and the last one is the application layer. Now each layer has its own function in the data link layer in the TCP/IP model. Now in TCP/IP model, in the physical layer is nothing but the physical media which can carry data, which can through which data flow. For example, the physical media like coaxial cable, fiber optics, and all. Now next one is the data link layer. Now data cannot flow, data is in the form of bits. Now how to travel that data through the transmission media. So it is converted into frames. So bits are converted into small frames, and that frames pass through the transmission media. Now conversion of bits into frame can be carried out by data link layer. Next one is small frames are not frames are to carry the frames, that frame pass to the next layer, that is called as a network layer, and in network layer frames are converted into packets. That packets can transfer by through the transport layer, then it goes to the session layer, then session layer establish a session, insert a checkpoint, and all that we will discuss later on when we discussed about the session layer. Then presentation layer, where the syntax and semantics of the data will be identified. And then last one is the application layer, where various, and that application layer is the interface in between the user and the machine. So here in application layer, variety of protocols which we used are there. So in this way, these are the design issues of layer. So today we will discuss about the data link layer design issues. Now data link layer design issue is, first one is provide service to the network layer. So upper layer of the data link layer is the network layer. So provide service to the network layer is the main design issue of the data link layer. Next one is conversion of data frames in data, conversion of bits. So data from physical layer is in the form of bits. So convert that bits into frame is nothing but one of the that is called as a framing, is one of the design issue of data link layer. Next one is the error control. When frame transfer from source to destination, there are chances of obviously of the transmission errors. So that error controlling can also be takes place by the data link layer. Next one is the flow control. Now what is flow control? Sometimes the fast sender is there, maybe a very fast machine like i7 or i5 or i7, and the sender, and the another machine is nothing but, let us say, a very having a very less configuration, or a low speed machine. Now what happened? Now how to manage in between the slow sender and the slow fast sender and the slow receiver? So that is nothing but the concept of flow control. So these are the design issues of data link layer, that is service, it provides service to the network layer, framing concept, error controlling, and flow controlling. These are the design issues. Now we will see what are the functions of network layer. So whatever the design issues are there, the same are the functions of data link layer, that is provide service interface to the network layer. So network layer, it provide the interface to the network layer. Next one is the dealing with transmission errors, third one, next one is the regulating data flow. That is, regulating data flow means slow receivers and not swamped by the fast sender. So these are the functions of data link layer. Next one is the relationship between the packets and the frames. Now see, from when data is in the network layer, it is in the form of packet. So in network layer, data is in the form of packet. Now that from network layer, data submitted to the data link layer. Now this is the data link layer. Now this data link layer is convert that packet into frame. So frame has a head. When it comes to the data link layer, it has a header, a trailer, and a payload. So same payload is there with header and trailer. Now when it converts, it is converted into frame. So payload packet is converted into frame, and adding and data link layer add its header and trailer to the particular packet, and it is converted into frame. Now what happened after conversion? It is that frame passed to the physical layer. Now physical layer pass that frame from source machine to the destination machine. Now when that frame comes to the destination machine, here data link layer protocol works, and that data link layer protocol check the frame whether it has any errors occurs, or the correct data is there or not, and everything. Now error correction takes place at the data link layer. After that, the same frame need to be transmitted from data link layer to the receiver's network layer. Now when it reach to the receiver's network layer, then at that time the headers and trailers are removed by the data link layer by checking, by after the checking is carried out. Okay, and now the original payload is delivered to the network layer of the receiver machine. So in this way, the sender will send data to the receiver. So this is the relationship between the packet and the frame. So in this way, payload is nothing but a packet which is converted into frame in the data link layer. So next part is nothing but virtual communication. So now see, these are the layers, network layer, these are the senders, 7 layers of OSI model, sender machines, 7 layer of OSI model, and this is the 7 layers of receivers machine of the OSI model. Now here network layer, how communication takes place. Network layer of the sender machine communicate with the network layer of the receiver machine, and it is nothing but the virtual communication. So this is the virtual communication, means the entities on the network layer of the sender machine communicate with the entities in the network layer of the receiver machine, and here network layer protocols works, and this is called this is nothing but the virtual communication in between the layers. Next one is the actual communication. Now how the actual communication takes place? In actual communication, data comes from application layer of the sender, then goes to the presentation layer, then it goes to the session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So data travel from sender's application layer to the presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer of the sender machine, and then it goes to, then at the when it reaches to the receiver machine, first of all from physical layer, then data link layer, then network layer, it goes to the network layer, then it goes to the transport layer, then it goes to the session layer, then it goes to the presentation layer, and finally it reaches at the application layer, and hence the sender receives the data from sender machine's application layer of the sender machine to the application layer of the receiver machine. So in this way, this is actual communication in between the layers. So next part we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you for this time. Bye bye.